Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the heart of darkness to uncover the most bone-chilling tales imaginable. Picture a forest cloaked in an eternal veil of fog, an eerie stillness broken only by the whispered secrets carried on a chilling breeze. Nature itself seems to have fled this cursed place, leaving behind a spectral stain that seeps into the very soil. Legend speaks of a time when this land thrived, yet something sinister took root, a tragedy that forever poisoned the once vibrant woods. Tortured whispers echoed through the mist, luring unfortunate souls into the depths of the forest, never to be seen again. What dark secrets lie buried beneath the tangled roots and decaying leaves? What blood-soaked betrayal birthed the sorrow and vengeful spirits that now hold sway? Steel your courage, for we're about to untangle this chilling mystery. But beware, some tales are so steeped in anguish that they may reach across the void to claim fresh victims. Dare you proceed down this shadowed path with us? Welcome to our channel, your gateway to the most terrifying stories imaginable. Let's begin. The backstory. Our twisted tale begins generations ago with a wealthy landowner, a man of great fortune but little warmth. His sprawling estate encompassed the now blighted woods, a privilege he guarded with an iron grip. Pity any soul who dared trespass on his lands or displease him. The master's flinty eyes missed nothing. But his vigilance failed to quell the rebellious spirit of his only daughter, a young woman with a sparkling smile and hair the color of dancing flames. Her heart had been ensnared by a strapping lad from the local village, a romance that blossomed in secret glances and stolen moonlit embraces. For the landowner would never condone a union between his high-born heiress and a mere common laborer. When whispers of their star-crossed love reached his ears, cold fury ignited within him. He forbade the maiden from ever setting eyes upon her lowly paramour again, restricting her movements and posting guards to ensure compliance. Surely, this would quash their foolish notions of young love. But the landowner gravely underestimated his daughter's resolve. No locked doors or posted sentries could restrain the wild yearning of her heart. The forbidden couple hatched a daring plan. They would steal away in the depths of night and elope far from her father's wrathful reach. Cloaked by darkness, the maiden would slip into the misty woods, wedding dress concealed beneath a thick traveling cloak. There she would await her beloved, ready to flee towards a future of wedded bliss. It was a scheme born of desperation and naivety, never imagining the depths of treachery ahead. For there are no secrets that escape a father's prying eyes for long. As the heiress waited trembling amidst the clinging fog, giddy anticipation warring with gnawing dread, her sire burst from the shadows, eyes blazing with unspeakable rage, an axe clutched in his white-knuckled grip. What do you think happened next? Take a moment to steady your nerves, dear listener, for the tale takes a gruesome turn from here. When next we speak, I'll recount the blood-soaked final act of that fateful night, a tragedy that sundered two hearts and birthed a wrathful spirit, a specter that some claim still haunts those lonely woods, forever seeking the wedding day cruelly ripped away. The tragedy. Picture the scene. A misty clearing deep within the forest, trees crowding close as if to witness the unfolding horror. Amidst the swirling tendrils of fog stands the young maiden, her wedding dress gleaming beneath the spectral moonlight. The delicate lace and glittering jewels seem almost mocking in this grim tableau, a cruel reminder of the happiness that will never come to pass. As she strains to pierce the gloom, desperate for a glimpse of her beloved, a figure emerges from the shadows, but it's not her betrothed. No, it's the towering silhouette of her father, his face a mask of pure malevolence. The axe in his grip catches the wan light, its brutal edge honed to cruel sharpness. The sight steals the breath from her lungs, icy realization flooding her veins. He advances with measured steps, rage radiating from every line of his body. The bride backs away, hands raised in desperate supplication, but there will be no mercy found here amidst the unfeeling trees. Faster than thought, the axe arcs through the air, an inexorable force seeking fragile flesh. Agonized screams shatter the sepulchral silence, echoing through the woods like the discordant notes of a macabre symphony. The blade finds its mark again and again, painting the once pristine dress a vivid crimson, until the bride crumples to the uncaring ground and lies still. But what happens in that final, fading moment between life and death? Does her spirit linger, forever entombed within a single anguished heartbeat? Or does something far more sinister transpire? Darkness unfurling, a wrathful transformation born of betrayal and unquenched vengeance. Sightings and disappearances. Flash forward to the present day, where whispered legends of the tragic bride still swirl through local lore like autumn leaves caught in an eddying breeze. Some dismiss them as mere superstition, the fanciful ramblings of imaginative minds. But others know better, for they have borne witness to the chilling truth that stalks those cursed woods. Many speak of eerie whispers carried on the mist, the susurrus syllables impossible to discern, yet filled with an unmistakable aching sorrow. Others tell of glimpsing a spectral figure amidst the trees, clad in a tattered wedding gown stained dark with old blood. But those who draw close enough to meet her gaze, to peer into those fathomless eyes alight with unquenchable rage, they're the ones who pay the steepest price. Take the tale of the young lovers, sneaking into the woods for a moonlit tryst away from prying eyes. Only the boy returned, stumbling from the tree line at dawn, clothes rent and skin bloodied, eyes wide with unspeakable horror. To this day, he's never uttered a word about what transpired in the depths of the mist-shrouded night. And the girl? Well, her fate remains a mystery, yet another soul vanished amongst the whispering leaves. And then there are the reports of the ill-fated wedding party, straying from the path during a playful excursion, the bride's laughter echoing eerily through the gloom. By the time they realized they were hopelessly lost, night had fallen and the temperature plummeted. Search parties combed the woods for days, but no trace of the missing group was ever found, save for the bride's tattered veil, fluttering forlornly from a gnarled branch. Some theorize that the murdered bride's spirit calls out to those who mirror her own tale. Young lovers, blushing brides, anyone whose heart aches with the sorrow of love stolen away. Perhaps, in some twisted way, she seeks to spare them her fate, to shepherd them into the seductive embrace of oblivion rather than risk the anguish that defined her final moments. But there are darker whispers too. Murmurs that the wrathful bride doesn't seek to save her victims, but to claim them. That those who answer her siren song are doomed to join her in an eternal dance amidst the mist-choked trees, forever bound by the cruelest of vows. Is it a final vengeance against the living, a bitter echo of the brutal injustice visited upon her? Or might it be a desperate attempt to fill the void left by her own shattered heart? Only one thing is certain. Those who enter those woods with souls heavy with love's sorrow are courting a perilous fate indeed. So the next time you find yourself drawn to those fog-shrouded paths, following the spectral lure of a forlorn whisper, ask yourself, are you prepared to meet the bride in the mist? And, more importantly, are you certain you'll ever return from that haunted isle? And so, dear listener, the tragic bride's tale endures, her spirit forever seeking vengeance, release, or perhaps companionship amidst the misty woods. But those fog-choked paths are no place for living, especially when the moon illuminates the eerie night and her siren song carries on the breeze. Should you find yourself drawn to those accursed woods, fight the inexplicable pull with every fiber of your being. Steel your resolve, and turn away and pray her seductive call doesn't haunt your dreams. If you've brushed against this macabre legend or heard whispers of similar tales, share your experiences. Let your voices join the chorus of the lost and the damned, a warning to those who might stumble into the abyss. Together, we may unravel the secrets binding the spectral bride to her wooded purgatory. But for now, we must bid farewell to this twisted tale. Rest assured, however, that countless more ghostly stories are lurking in the shadows, desperate to be dragged into the light. So keep your ears open and your heart steeled, dear listeners, for you never know when the next bone-chilling yarn might unfurl from these lips to haunt your waking hours. Until next time, remember, the veil between worlds is far thinner than we'd like to believe. And sometimes, just sometimes, the dead don't stay silent. Stay safe out there.